Hopefully it's recording at better quality. I don't know if it is or not, but we'll see. How's it going, everyone? I am Joe. I am go by JoeProAI on Twitter here. And I'm looking to try to show a little bit about how I would set up for one of the Kaggle competitions. They are basically a data science type competitions where you can do activities on real data sets that allow you to try to solve problems, basically. This one seemed like a fun one. It is going to be for the NFL. It is the NFL that is putting it out. I believe but they're incorporated in it somehow. But basically, they're going to give instructions here, and I've signed up for it already. Anybody that would be interested in doing it, you could do it in team if you would like somebody to participate with. So basically, I'm going to go over how I would go and set this stuff up. I just want to clear up. I'm new to streaming as well, so I want to just make sure everything's streaming okay. If you could just give me one moment, I will get that, and then we'll move forward. Let's test the audio and everything, just make sure it's coming through. All right. Still a bit of a poor quality, I would say. All right, well, I'm going to go about doing this, and we'll see how it comes out. I'll try to log in maybe on my phone, see how that is. Hopefully this will come in. Man, that quality in the back is killing me, though. Can you get anything better here? Another thing coming in. And that quality in the back is killing me, though. Barely see anything that's going on. You get anything better here? All right, whatever. I'm gonna just go about doing the steps that I would normally do. I don't know why the stream is not letting me broadcast. I'm broadcasting in 1080p. The intake on X is usually 780p. Whatever, it's super blurry from what I see. If anybody else has any comments, feel free. Please just leave them. Critique, do whatever you need to. But I look forward to showing you this. So let's get going. All right. So basically, the competition here, it is. I kind of just see it as okay. They're going to give us a data set, right? And then we're going to have to solve the problem that they're going to ask. Now, I have a kind of a method of doing projects and things, and that's basically just creating an AI agent that is going to be able to understand the project on a level that's different than mine. And what it's going to do is we're going to go through and create that, as well as I'll show you some ins and outs of the machine learning that I know how to do. Would say probably pretty beginner levels at the machine learning part of it, but it's more. I took some coursework over the summer, and so I have my my foot in the door here. So we're gonna just break this down here. I'm gonna just show you kind of even an overview of what the AI would do for me for this. So I'm gonna just take this whole thing. We would do this. Let's see. Wonder if it has copying issues there. There, we just take all that, baby. So I do a couple things. So this is gonna give me a copy of what the overall problem is. I'm going to give that to the AI, and then it'll have a. I'll show you how to create a custom GPT out of all of it, and then it will be able to answer what our goals are, which is the prime thing that you would want the AI to do and know specifically how to do it. So let me just do. Yeah, there we go. We don't. So I just usually save some things here. Notepad++. It's great notepad to use. I'm not going to go into some of the things that pop up, and if anyone has questions, feel free to reach out, and I will get you anything that you need. So we have this copied. This is going to be the overview. I have this kind of fun setup. This is just ChatGPT with some colors and fonts and stuff. You can get this through Styler GPT, which again, I'm not going to promote any of that, but we'll go through what I want to do here. So what I want to do is I want to create a custom GPT. I'm going to create my own. So what I did here was I went into, if you have a premium subscription, which is I think $20 a month. I'm on a Teams one, which is I think $30 a month, and those plans are what will allow you to create a custom GPT in ChatGPT. There are other ways to do this, but this is going to be the way I'm going to show for this. It's the easiest way I've found. This is going to give you, the create is a feature I do use to start building. I'll give it just what the task is, but right now I'm going to just say, here is an overview issue, or the competition. We will be and I'll go into more specifics once we're creating with it. The create option here will just do a basic configuration for us, which this whole thing is building a skeleton for your GPT. I'm making it very big like this. One, because I thought the font was fun, and two, because it might be easier for people to read. I can't even believe that. I'm looking at the stream in the back, and it is, yeah, it's just not showing the configuration for us, which this whole thing is building a skeleton for your GPT. I'm making it very big like this. One, because I thought the font was fun, and two, because it might be easier for people to read. I can't even believe that. I'm looking at the stream in the back, and it is, yeah, it's just not showing the configuration for us, which this whole thing I'm going to mute that. Sorry. Anyway, all right, I'm going to continue going because I did just want to show what this is doing here. So we entered that. It says, thanks for the comprehensive overview. It sounds like GPT, analyze format, player movements, line shifts, stuff. So we're, does that direction sound? So we're just going to tell it yes. That it sounds about right. I gave it the overview. And that quality is just not. Why? Can't be OBS settings, I don't think. I'm going to change a couple settings here if you could bear with me. Okay. Anyway, all right. So here we go. We got the configuration. GPU will serve as a pre-snap analysis expert, guiding users to extracting, analyzing, visualizing data. Okay. So all that really did was it is going to say if that is accurate. I will say yes. I want to just get the base structure of it. Then we can add what we want. So this is going to be an overview of what we're going to be doing and what our task is. It is a little ambitious. I think the goal or the grand prize is 1,000 or 100,000, $12,000 increments for runner up. But it looks like what we're trying to do. Okay. So we're going to generate actionable, practical, and novel insight from player tracking data corresponding to pre-snap team and player tendencies. Examples include, but not limited to, player predictions, runs versus passes, schemes, blitz, runs, fits. Okay, so we're just going to go through the data set. We're going to try to build models that could predict that what kind of actions these players are going to take prior to the snap when they're generating actionable pre-snap team and player tendencies. So just basically before the snap, what these players are doing, and then trying to get an analysis of what the next things are. Oh, that's a little heavy, but I kind of understand where we're going with it. So we're going to undergo to open. All right. So that's the overview. Grab this here. So when I'm creating a GPT, a lot of this stuff I want the GPT to handle because in previous, I guess, ways of doing it is getting all of this information, reviewing each kind of, it looks like functions these are, and or player look like identifying like basically the labels on a category. So like the height of a player, the weight of a player, birthday, so game ID. So they're just the categories here. All right, so this is where I'm gonna wanna simmer down now. Okay, we're gonna copy. I'm sorry about the quality. I'm gonna try to get that to be better. But again, I'll just go through here. So we're gonna put this one in another one. I'm gonna save this as overview. Let's do NFL. So I save that document, I'll create a new one, I'll put in all of that data that we just put in about the metrics of what is being analyzed. These are going to be, again, the pass length. So these are points of data collection. Okay, so we got that. Then we are going to save as oh, did I miss that? Shame. All right, so data set. All right. So that's going to be that. And then go back here. I try to fix this. It cut off a part of that. That's all that was. Sorry, word wrap here. Maybe I can. This is going to just be what we copied and pasted. So this can be done on any project. I don't know if I should have an opinion on whether or not it's like copying, but this is the data that we're supposed to be analyzing it. I have Ada AI do this for me. So you can take this. This looks like it's put together in a nice CSV file where you can actually look through the data here. I'm going to be using a program called Rapid Miner. It is going to be the one that's going to be our machine learning language. If I can get a model that is of machine learning that can predict this sort of thing, then I can present that as an actual like presentation to the NFL, which will be the end goal. Or the Kaggle through Kaggle to whomever is trying to do this. Most of these competitions, I think they've gotten to like this is not going to be the final data, but you could win up. I think you get to go to the combine, and you get to possibly get a chance at winning that grand total. So I got that. I'm going to go back to my GPT. Okay. Let's see. So it adds a lot of these stuffs in there, but as you can see, it doesn't add a lot. It adds, this is what you're going to do, right? And then it gives you these, what pattern, predict, run, pass. I can show you that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to enable code interpreter and data analysis. That's going to be what's going to give your GPT the ability to analyze code, data, do math, upload things. We can go even further, create functions, but I'm not going to do that with this one. And then the knowledge base is the key. So we are going to go, where are these saved? OneDrive. Okay, add those two. So those will be in there for right now. And then downloads, I got that file. And this can hold books of data. So if you really, hopefully anybody that's watching can see that the maybe more of the ability out of this to do their own projects. You could put anything that you want to learn about. You could put the books of that information in here. Avoid copyright issues. We're stealing data, but there's a bunch of resources out there that you can get the free data. So let's break down what we did so far. I have gone into the Create a GPT, which is in the subscription of the Chat GPT, where you can create your own GPT. And then I've asked the Create to just give me a summarized structure for the GPT off of the overview of the Kaggle project. Then I am configuring that a bit further by adding the files, which then I will show you what else. I've given it this data set down here, which you could manipulate in here, looks like, and you can get a little bit more statistics here. This is going to give us, this is like what we want to see. This is what we're going to be able to prove the model's going to be able to do, because this is the only data set that they gave us. So code, this should be interesting. I don't have anything. Nobody's sharing anything with me. Okay, so and models. So okay, rules. All right, we're going to give it also this. I don't want to break any rules because that's how they'll say, well, you lose. If you notice something here is that these are all the rules and regulations that are going to be a part of this competition. I have built my own GPT, not GPT, it's more of a API calls, but it's similar thing for analyzing user agreements, all of the things that we sign. You can do that. You can get something that's going to read every one of those fine print documents that we sign and says, hey, this is sketchy. So keep that in mind. Get some AI for you to go over the things that you blindly kind of sign off. All right, so we got that is that, that is that, and then I'm just going to create another one. Legal. All right. So as of right now, we have a basic model of what we want. Forget why this one's open. I'm going to close it though. So this is the one we've been working on. It's auto saves to everything. And then we can go back to create. I'm not going to do that. What we want to do is we want to finish it by giving it a title and a title and a picture, and then an instruction set that'll be good. So the way I want to do that is I want to open just a regular ChatGPT. I've built many different things for many different projects. They will show up over here. These are all mine that I've generated, and you can then put them on the store. So as you can see, I find this very useful, and it is, available for everybody that pays for the subscription. And we are going to go here. Please. Prompt or about I will go even deeper with this when I'm building an image, but I could show you kind of what this is. So this is another model that I've created that gives me descriptive, detailed instructions on how to create images, so that it does better at making the images. Oh, tell me I got to sign into everything. All right, we're gonna launch another browser. Try not to give you too much of my personal thing, but in Midjourney, I like to play around with all the different image gens, and then we will go. We'll create one there, and then my ultimate favorite. I'll eventually put out a list of all the prompt utilities and things like that that I use. But here's this is Bonkers by Merlin. I have an affiliate to this, so that if you do end up paying for it, please reach out. Get 20% off, and then I can get a bit of a cut from it. But not needed. Just be a shame if you got it, and then you could choose the batch different types of image models, which the newest open source Flux 1.1 Pro and these other Flux ones are amazing. So I like to mix it up and do this. And then we go like this. So it's going to make a picture. I'm going to take that. So look, that one's all right. It's pretty boss. There we go. Boom. See, like something is going to put out the thing I want. So there's that. And then we can look at the creation here. Midjourney, awesome. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Tough thing with a logo. But this could have been prompted better for that. Anyway, this is not about that. All right, so that is downloaded. That is just the image gen. And we will go to upload photo. And boom. I like to do circular because it's going to show up in a circular form for anybody that wants to access it. I don't know if I'm going to put it out there yet. But nah, I don't want that. I was thinking of a song. So look at that. I mean, ChatGPT coming through with the better, I would say the better of the images there. That's crazy. Boom. So you can see I tend to get all of my things from the AI. And then I will do this. So we're gonna have this here. So I actually then go and say, okay, we got this created, let's create it. Then it's gonna be, and I get this prompting is pretty bad too. I wanted to make it easier on the eyes, but it's harder to see. This one's anyone that has a link can chat. That's my. Okay. All right, so it comes out like this. This is probably a better layout. Change the theme to. Okay. And then I grabbed the instructions there. You didn't really see, but okay, so I grabbed what was inside of the instruction set for this thing. I want it to now, using its own knowledge, please. And then I usually say in a format. There's more to creating these than this. This is just going to give a very basic kind of GPT. You can do things where you're giving it examples, which is what you will, whenever you hear 0 shot, 1 shot, multiple shot, if you ever hear that verbiage, it's really just referring to what is given to the model for I guess prompting. So like it's a zero shot prompt. It would not have any sort of example of that, what it's doing. But I'm gonna just give it this back. I want it in JSON format because it's not proven that it does any better, but it might. All right, so that didn't do so well. This is a very small instruction set as well. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to the more comprehensive model, which is the 4.0 with Canvas. I'm going to import all of the files that I just basically did here, let's see, these three. Thorough. You spell thorough. Come on now. 4.0. 8,000 is the amount of characters that is allowed in the instruction set. So that's something that I've just found out from building a million of them. And usually it only wants to give you about 4,000 in a session, so you usually got to poke it to make it go. Ready? Boom, let's do it. The power of ChatGPT 4.0 with Canvas. Sick. Just trying to see what we got here. I didn't like how this all came out. think it's getting trapped on that legal. A lot of trial and error with building it to the way you want. So I initially wanted it to do the JSON format, but it looks like it's doing it in some sort of markup type language, which basically text with some, descriptive things here. I don't even think this is really a good one here, but take that, and then we'll do this. Okay. All right, so got everything we need. How's this been up time? All right, so we got 15 minutes. What is the last part of this is I'm going to give a brief introduction to RapidMiner. This is a tool that we will be doing the modeling in for building an AI model that can predict within a percentage of probability that of what is going to happen. So it is kind of maybe going to get weird if we can get it to be smart enough to predict player behavior on what seems to be sideline or post snap, pre snap movements, pour, rush, run, all this fun stuff. Because the models do predict it based off of the data set, and it will be accurate to that data set. So the larger the data set, the more accurate the data set, the more accurate the model when you apply the right things there. So let's see. What is well, okay. So now I'm just talking with my assistant Gridiron Insight about what we're going to do on the project and how I'm going to incorporate it into RapidMiner. So to give you an idea of RapidMiner, I'm going to just do one of my projects that I did and show you that. So this is a project I've done to prove that I've done it, I guess, is that it's like if you know anything about the software, this wouldn't be here if I didn't do it. This is just me basically turning a switch off. But this one is a model that predicts spam versus ham messages. So if it messages spam, it is going to be, yeah, so it's going to be this data set. We'll see. Let's see, make it run. Oh, yeah, got it. Okay. Okay, let's see if it works. So this is what a machine learning model kind of looks like for a basic model. Like this is just doing tens of thousands, a few tens of thousands, so not many text messages in text message form, but it's analyzing text messages and things, whether or not they're spam messages. But this is kind of what they're talking about when they talk about the data processing part. So this is going to eventually process the data and then give us results here. Oh, it created an Excel file too. Ew. While that's doing its thing. So this is going to lay out the whole project for me. See, it's got all the information we need. If anybody that is in or watched the stream wants the link to this, I'll give them that. Then you could do your own competition, but this is going to be able to help you for sure. And if anyone needs anything as far as GPT models go, just reach out and I'll see what I can do. But basically, what it did was it gets in the example data says like this is a normal message, this is a spam message, and then it can predict to an 80 when given test information, it can predict 86%. One of these should be better, but it gets 100% of the fake ones. So this whole thing might not be the most, but this probably looks a little off to or looks like another language to you. This is all this is it is taking a data set like this. This multiplies it. This just makes two of them. Then it puts the data set through a filter, which it's going to just categorize it, and it makes that into text, sets the role, goes through neural pre-processing, so that is fun. It transforms the cases into lowercase. It stems the word, so that one's fun. I don't even want to kind of explain. I think it breaks it from its lemmatization or whatever. It feels, I understand what it does. It feels silly talking about it. And then tokenize, so that's breaking it up into chunks of words that can be referred or put into tokens. And then stop words filters that out. And it goes through and it splits that data to make a model, which the random forest did. So this does create a model that then could be turned into a deployment model that once we're done with the project, we could give this and we could accept in live data of what the players are doing, and it would be able to predict the next plays. So it's kind of intense. I mean, that's what I see out of it. We'll see if I can get that done. And I'm open for any collaboration, any help. It's kind of going to be a side thing. I don't necessarily think I am going to get anything out of it besides learning. I'm also getting used to streaming. So if I sound overly confident or underly confident, it's because I'm trying to be best at what viewers would want to hear. So we've got this part going, and then what I want to do is, at least before I drop off, create a new blank process, right? And then we're going to, I want to import our data set that is from all right. This takes it and brings in all of our data set. So you see, and I'll do another one on Rapid Miner here. This one's pretty fun. You can basically take any data sets and you can start creating models out of them. There's a lot of work to do it, but it's nothing that I don't think anyone can do and learn it for free. So yeah, it's definitely a cool one as well. Okay. So now if we take this, put that in there. So you run like this right to there. You do a play and it'll give you all of our data set, which this is pretty small. 130. And we just need to also download 1,000 other ones. So there's another bunch of them that need to get downloaded. So I'll do that now. Week 2, week 3. But I'm going to basically take all of these and then redo the, not redo, but put these into our process. I'm going to have to do some work with that, but I am going to get off here as I have something else at 11 here. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. We have the Gridiron Insight. If anyone wants that, they can message me. Hopefully somebody learned something out there. I plan to do a lot more of these, so hopefully we can get some things rolling. All right, appreciate your time. Thanks for joining me here. Bye.